yes, my parents are doctors, and the effect really, I was far. At the time there was no mobile phones, so it was not this very easy to be in touch or to be connected all the time. It was actually very difficult, especially that I had hours that were like waking up in the morning very early, had to rush to go to school, go out from school, had to rush to go to practice, like 4, 5, 6 hours of practice, had to rush to go back home in order to not to sleep too late. So there wasn't much, it wasn't easy to be connected all the time. The connection was not as easy as today, because there wasn't the same technology. So I don't think that they helped me as doctors, but I know that they helped me probably because they're also very disciplined. My mom is very strong, so I guess she showed me strength, and I think what helped me the most also is my grandfather, who was very, very important to me, and he showed me by example so many things that really inspired me and gave me the strength to keep going when it was very hard.
If you had the power to impose a new law regarding harassment and rape, what would it be?
It's a difficult question to answer because I'm not sure that I can answer what kind of law, but an idea that is quite important. Usually what happens when kids, especially in sport institutions, get abused is because they don't have they cannot express somehow to an adult to say no. Because usually when we are, even as kids, when we go through education, we hear quite a lot, either from the parents or the adults around us, to be polite and not talk like this to an adult, not say no to an adult, not say, like we have to like always respect an adult and not go against the will of an adult. So I think one of the most important things, not a law, but probably it's kind of an education, maybe it's a law for educating, is to let the kids, so let the players, I guess, or let the athletes, let the people, especially the kids from a very young age, to teach them they are allowed to show emotions, they are allowed to show anger, they are allowed to express their anger, they are allowed to express their frustration, they are allowed to express their disagreements, because at least when we teach them that and they have that confidence to do so, even with adults, we can teach them to be polite in a different way, but to allow them to express themselves like this with adults, then when the situation comes, then they will not feel frightened or they will not freeze in front of an adult, and they will be able to say no, and to say even more than that, and to react and to show something, to express themselves. So I think it's one of the most important bases to teach kids. It's to give them again, even adults, to give them again the power and the freedom to say and to express whatever they feel, whatever emotion they feel, and not to feel ashamed to express anger or rage or frustration or disagreement or say no, or, just because, have to be polite and part of an adult, because that's exactly what happens at the end. So this is probably one of the key things that I have learned through life, the hard way, but the right way.